Mum and I went to our hotel room in Maribor, looked out the window and Mum said, "Gee, I was born in that church." A year later, Ted was born in the old barracks on Grandad's cane farm. Beautiful place. No doctor. I had to call in the midwife. The next year, I also was born. Same midwife, no doctor, no hospital. I don't know where I was born. All I know it was in South Johnston. My first memories of living in a house was the old house near the experimental station across the river towards Bougan. Mum, Boise was already born then, and Mum took her sister by train. She left. I think they caught the boat at Townsville and went down south, and Mum came back the same way, but her sister went on to Yugoslavia, and Boise was a spoilt baby, probably.
Are you a star tonight, Boise? Woohoo!
Had to go to the toilet and wash the nappies. She locked Boise in the cabin. He immediately howled the boat down. And all the stewards, all the people come running. What a horrid woman, what a horrid woman. And Mum was so ashamed. But meanwhile, Ted and I were back at the old place, and Grandma was looking after us. And we knew the train went from Bougan to South Johnston every day and came back again. So Ted and I sat on the embankment. Both times the train came, bawling our eyes out. Where was Mum? She went by train, she better come back by train. Anyhow, there was no bridge, no Vic Sylvia's bridge then, and I can remember going to South Johnston on the front of Grandad on a horse, and also we used to go, they'd harness up the horses to the drays and we'd go down to great big flats and they'd pick pumpkins and corn and cabbages and heavens knows what not. The next place I remember was back at the barracks where Ted was born. I could have been born there too, I haven't a clue where. Oh, it was a great place. I really think Ted started school there. But the barracks had about 6 rooms and we had a room each instead of all being in the one bedroom. I think Ted started school there, but in about 1932 we all moved to the farm where we were reared.
We called the home farm.
Well, the home farm.
Yeah, Mark's place.
Yeah, Mark's place. Things were very different then. The house had a lovely veranda in the front and a garden towards the river, 2 hydrangeas growing there, but Mum soon turned them into a vegetable garden. We had a kitchen to one side, a big tank stand and a 1,000-gallon tank on that. Underneath that, Mum had her wash tubs, and there was a most awful dirt floor and a shower where we were supposed to have a shower, a bath. Instead we used to get in those big belly pinching tubs, and we had to use bag towels to wipe our legs, just soft towels up top. In about 1939, Dad got in a carpenter in Cardia. No, anyway, his name was
Cardia.
Cardia. Arthur, right, it was Cardia, and he built the great big kitchen on the front, and the old kitchen was knocked down and turned into bedrooms.
Teddy's. Yeah.
Now I'll talk about the farm when we first came. It all seems to be little paddocks to me, but from where the house is now towards the main government railway, there was no cane growing there, and there was great big stumps in the paddock. Yeah. And Dad and Louis Andrich, with the horses or the tractor, I don't know what, dragged all those stumps and put them near where the shed is and where the house is now, and that was Mum's firewood for years and years. Now I started school from the farm there. I remember Dad taking me to school. I had to sit.
What language did you speak then, Val?
Ted tells me he knew a few words of English from playing with the Stewart boys. I think I may have known a few simple simple English words. I'll tell you right now, English is my second language. I never spoke until I went to school when I was about 5 or 6. First week or so, Ted sat beside me, he'd say present, say yes, and he'd say it in Yugoslav to me. When Boise came, he sat beside me for a week, and it went on and on. Did I say that the rest of the family from Boise on were born in hospitals?
No, you didn't.
I didn't. They were all mostly born in Innisfail, except for Johnny. He was special. He was born in Cairns Hospital. They had the benefits of nurses, hospitals and doctors. We didn't. Dad, at first, he was still hauling cane for Grandad, and he had a team of 6 draft horses. And I remember going to school through, as I said, the paddocks were all little cane paddocks, wire netting on the outside to keep the horses and cows out. And we walked through the farm, crossed Loch Use Creek, went up through Grandad's farm to the old stables and the school there. And I know he had 6 horses to truck out with. Usually he walked home by the road. We were small. There was usually 20 or more children there, and boy did they fight. Did they belt us. They threw us in the drain, wouldn't let us out. And we fought those convent kids, didn't we, Nada?
Yes.
And once we got to our farm, we'd hop over the paddocks and go home through the cane paddocks. Must have run out.
Oh, okay, right. There you go. So what I remember most about Mel was when she got married to Charlie McCracken. In our family, we've lost a few people in our family. We lost Charlie, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a while ago. Then we lost Frank. It's really sad to find a younger brother who should die. Then we lost Wall. But that's all we've lost, haven't we?
That's
Yep.
enough.
That's
Yeah,
enough.
So here we are all these years later, and somewhere around here I